Hello ladies and gentlemen, Johnny and John are not here, once again with Gran Turismo Sport. Today I present to you a drift build setup for the Nissan Skyline R32 GTR V-Spec 2. Not V-Spec 1, V-Spec number 2. This drift build setup is tried and tested in the field across many different circuits for the best drifting performance. First we'll begin with a tune, then we'll head over to Tsukuba, possibly another circuit as well, for the demonstration and to go over some settings you'll have to set up before drifting. Once again, timestamps and links to last week's drift build setup, which was for the Toyota 2000 GT, and my drift build playlist setup will be in the description box below. Just a few things before we get to the tune. Remember to subscribe and click that little notification bell next to the subscribe button to keep up with my Gran Turismo Sport drift builds and my other content, which you might enjoy. A few things about these fully all-wheel drive drift cars. Pure all-wheel drive drift can be a lot faster than rear-wheel drive drift. Pure all-wheel drive drift cars will most likely drift different lines than rear-wheel drift cars, such as, for example, the R32 will definitely not drift the same as, say, a 8.6 or a BMW M3. Respect the all-wheel drive drift. With that out of the way, now we can head to the tune. Here we are for the tune. Set the power level to 196%. You will have to upgrade to power level 4 or 5. I'm not sure which one that is. It's either one of those. Set the weight reduction to 87%. Once again, you'll have to upgrade to weight reduction level 5. Set traction control to 0. For the front tires, use comfort softs. For the rear, use comfort hards. Set brake balance to 0. Set ride height to 3.35 on both the front or rear, or as low as possible. Set natural frequency to 1.90 on the front and 2.0 on the rear. Set anti-roll bars, 4 on the front, 4 on the rear. Set your compression to 58 on the front, 62 on the rear. Set rebound to 88 on the front, 90 on the rear. Set negative camber angle, 1.5 on the front and 2.0 on the rear. Set your toe angle, 0.5 out in the front and in the rear in 0.3. Make sure you have a fully customizable LSD. Set initial torque to 5 on the front, 20 on the rear. Set acceleration sensitivity 5 on the front, 55 on the rear. Braking sensitivity 5 on the front, 50 on the rear. And finally, fully customizable transmission. Set your top speed to 220 kilometers or 136 miles per hour. Now with the tune done, let's head over to Tsukuba Circuit to go over some settings to allow you to drift and a live demonstration. Here we are on Tsukuba Circuit, and as I said in the beginning of this video, before you drift, even though you have the tune, there are some settings that you must set up before drifting the lovely Nissan R32 Skyline. Let's head over to the driving options. First, make sure your transmission is manual. This is so important. For some reason, I still see people trying to drift with an automatic transmission. It doesn't work. It will never work. Never! Traction control, make sure that is off, even though we went over that in the tune. Just make sure it's off. Auto drive is off. Driving light assist is off. Brake indicator is off. ASM is off. Counter steering assist is off. ABS should be off, but I used it for some reason. Well, you can use it whatever you want. Typically, you want it off. Yeah. For the advanced settings, make sure your controller sensitivity is 7 and your force feedback max torque is 10. These are all to ensure the best and most realistic drifting experience without it being too hard and headache inducing. Note that the following demonstrations are depicting what is possible with this drift build, and your results may not immediately match those depicted. Remember that practice makes perfect, and it may take some time. Now with that out of the way, now we can hit the track and make some skids. Now for a separate demonstration on Willow Springs Horse Thief Mile 2. And that concludes the demos. The Nissan R32 Skyline GTR V-Spec 2 is another fun all-wheel drive drift car. It's fast, maneuverable, and just a beautiful machine. I wouldn't recommend this as a pure all-wheel drive drift car because compared to its successor, the R33, it just handles worse. Even though I just said it's maneuverable, it's not as maneuverable. However, the R32 is still fun to drive even in a non-drift setting. It is a vehicle any collector and JDM fan should get, especially for its cheap price. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, found it useful. Leave a like if you liked the video, leave a dislike if you disliked it. If you're indifferent, just leave a like. Comment, let me know how the drift build worked for you if you tried it in the comments down below. And request any cars you want to drift build for. I'll do my best. And subscribe to keep up with my GT Sport content and my other content. Once again, with that said, thank you for watching, and I hope you have a lovely day or night.